we got to have a car club for cars that, you know, they're neglected, no one wants them, they're dented, they're scratched, you're never going to fix them up. So we went the opposite way. I was born here in Portland, went to the local Jefferson High School, Alco Green, Kenton schools, grew up in Kenton, where I live now. Another name, my name for me is Beaterville. I started a car club for beat up cars. Back in the 80s, we'd have these great parties where the cars would show up. We'd judge them for different categories: best, rust, dent, mechanical adaptation. The owners themselves would get a trophy just because we liked them. So it was great fun. And then from that, I got Beaterville Cafe going here in North Portland. Amazing. I think the body on these was made in Italy, was designed in Italy, and then but they shipped it over to England where they put the English running gear in it. To me, just using junk. Fun with junk. Maybe that'll be my new theme. Fun with junk. Over here we have a 1960, can't see my International Harvester flatbed. It was going to be towed away. Don't ask me why I got it, but you know, for $200 and a bunch more money later, it runs. (1979) Volvo. I call it, what do I call this? I call it D-Volvo or Ramvo. Like instead of Rambo, it's Ramvo, which is even sillier. So that's why. Flying dinosaur. I love going down the highway or alongside of a building, and when the sun shines right, you can see the dinosaur. So, you know, instead of the classic Swan or Greyhound that the old classic cars have, the kids love the dinosaur. And it's great. I mean, what looks better? The car is sort of not finished. There's some front end work we want to do to jazz it up. And it's a removable fin. This fin comes off, and the idea is this will become part of an entry for the adult soapbox derby here in Portland sometime in July. If I finish it, I actually fit inside this fin, and when I'm done, I'll be going down the hill in some insane speed. It started out as yellow, and then we welded on some pieces off of old International trucks. And there's the back end of a Rambler on it. So when I go down to DEQ, usually they stop what they're doing. Everybody comes over to look at it, and they just start cracking up laughing. Over here we have a 1961 Rambler Ambassador Super. This was the front. We bought the whole car at a wrecking yard out in Boring. And the back of this car is now on the Volvo. And here we have another say 1960 Nash Metropolitan hardtop. Doors welded shut for safety. You can see this. We don't want any kids on here for sharp edges. This is now an official planter box. Official designation. This is a planter zone by city terms. So they call it a planter zone. I call it a planter box. Portland has a lot of rust-free cars, and there's tons and tons of old cars sitting in the streets of Portland. You won't see the selection of cars anywhere else, I don't think, in any other city than Portland. As much as bike-friendly as it is, it's all a very interesting town in that sense. The Beater Band, which I loosely call a band, we play car parts and kitchen utensils, and we get in a flatbed truck, or my neighbor Phil tows us in his locomotive. It was broken this year. And then we have a Beater Queen, and you know, it's a local parade, so I really like a local parade. I've gone to some other parades in Seattle and different cities, and but I like St. John's since it's local, and You don't have to travel so far. This little unit, I think we're going to be living in. I think we're going to take these things, we're going to drop them in our land somewhere, and we'll turn these into our houses. So get ready. It might be floatable, though it is open in the back, but solid unit. We put some wheels on it, and hey, you know, what a battering ram this would be. Indestructible. Don't ever get cars like this, you'll just go crazy. And then way over there is my bunny car. I have 5 gremlins, and I said I am going to have a gremlin that runs no matter what. I'm going to work on it. We'll do the brakes, put another motor, put the transmission, do the suspension. He fixed the doors, the wipers, the glass. I didn't like the bumpers. I want to put the racy look on. So the guys who down the street were moving, and they left this playground equipment. So I put these snazzy Nerf racy bumpers on there, and I didn't know what to call the car. I wanted to just call it What. Somebody already had What, so I figured, well, I'll just call it One What. It's not a question, it's just One What. And I like all these bright colors because I like all the lines, and I think this is going to get developed into something else. This is a bunny design. My friend Gaia painted this design. Yeah, a coffee cup. Happy bunnies going down the road. Also, I built one of the first mountain bikes here in Portland. I was off-roading way back when. I still have it too. It's this funky bike, but I made it. I had no money as a kid, and I made it out of junk parts, and it's still a rideable bike. So that's it. I could have been the mountain bike king, but now I'm the beater king. 362 Plymouths. I've had 25 Ramblers, 4 Pacers, 5 Gremlins, 46 Chev flatbed, 1.5 ton truck. I got a 36 Chev popcorn truck. I've had 3-4 Hudsons, Nash Rambler. Oh, do any of them run? I don't know why, but there you go. Always have good rear view mirrors. One on each side. Make sure your brakes are good, and check the thermostat so your car don't overheat. That's the main. Good heating system. Take it to a mechanic. Start with a good car. If you're gonna make an art car, start with a good car. Otherwise, stay off the street and ride a bike.